Hey guys, welcome back to Main Aquarium. This time, we're checking out AquaShella, New Jersey. So this is the first time AquaShella has been to the East Coast, and I am super excited to take you guys on a little walkthrough. So we're actually here helping a friend of mine vend for Sun and Sand Reef. As you can see coming through that archway, this place is big. Right now, it is day one, and it is vendor setup time. This is usually the time of day I like to walk around, check out all the vendors, meet some of the friends that I haven't seen in a while, and just kind of get a feel for how the expo is going to be. Alright guys, doors are open to the VIP attendees. Pretty soon here, general admission will open up and we'll see just how busy it gets. I've been told there is a massive line outside, so we're all trying to get prepared. So right now is as good a time as any to keep walking around. Now that all the vendors are set up and the lights are on, we can actually show you guys a little selection of what's in here. It's pretty mind-blowing. Lots of corals, quite a few fish actually, and to my surprise, not very many dried goods vendors. It's all coral on the saltwater side. So far, walking around, it seems like every booth has a really good assortment of torch corals, frog spawn corals, and hammer corals. Not really seeing a ton of like really high-end zoanthids. It's nice to see a good assortment of high-end mushrooms like jawbreakers and OG bounce mushrooms. So it looks like general admission is finally open, and as you see guys, it's starting to get packed. People are rolling in, and yeah, I don't think I'm getting to the other end. Yeah, we may have to take a plan B here. It's we got people down there. We got a lot of people up there. Well, hey, since we're not going to be looking at freshwater stuff, let's go check out some corals. So as you guys can see, there's no shortage of color in these tanks. There's tons of hammers, torches, and frog spawns, and other LPS corals everywhere. So as you guys can see, this is the view from the Sun and Sand Reef booth. So I'm actually here this weekend helping out my buddy Scott. He's a vendor, and I get the perks of being a vendor without actually being a vendor. So it's kind of cool. Alright guys. Doors are open, general public, VIP, and early bird, all here. This place is packed. There's hobbyists from all over the Northeast. And I gotta say, there's some pretty cool people walking around if you know who to look for. Hey guys, Ryan here from Main Aquarium, helping Sun and Sand Reef. We're here at AquaShella, New Jersey, and that's Scott with Sun and Sand right over there. Let me give you guys a little tour of what's going on here. We got a giant blow-up fish, blow-up shrimp. Down at the far end, they've got a giant dory. And we're gonna flip around and we're gonna do a little walkthrough, check out some cool stuff. Clownfish competition, pretty neat. So most of these clownfish in this competition were long-finned, either papulas or Seller's clowns. I'm really not a big fan of most of the designer clownfish. I like to think of myself a bit of a purist when it comes to clowns, being that I really prefer the wild types. But there's something to be said at how far the aquaculture clownfish hobby has come. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys all like the designer clowns with all the long fins and the wacky markings, or are you like me and just like the good old sort of wild type like you'd see out in the ocean? Let me know in the comments. Yeah, overall I'm pretty impressed with this show. Sometimes wish there was more coral vendors here, but also it's actually good for the vendors because it's less competition. That big Nemo's wild. So the clownfish is cool. I think I like the giant shrimp the best. don't know. What do you think, guys? Front yard ornament? I don't think my neighborhood would like that. People are starting to roll in finally. Let's get busy. So not as busy yet as yesterday. Yesterday they pre-sold 3,000 tickets. Today they pre-sold 1,000 tickets. So combined at least 4,000 attendees, which is pretty insane. That doesn't even include anybody that stopped in after the fact or bought a ticket yesterday or, you know, is doing so today. So I'd say it's a pretty popular show. So this is my buddy Kyle, Backwards Reef. He never disappoints. I'm gonna put the 20K filter on here and show you guys some more realistic colors. Really like that little bower banky there. Just a good assortment. That bubble tip is literally yellow. He never disappoints. He's always got good stuff. Look at the crowds coming in. That's George's booth over there. He's been slinging friggin' t-shirts and clownfish all day yesterday and even this morning. That mural is wild. So when you guys come out to these expos, what is it you look for? Me personally, I like trying to find the oddball corals that I've either never seen or that I haven't seen in a very long time. And this little Wilsoni brain coral is one of them. I usually see green ones. That is a gold, kind of orangish colored one, and it was really nice. One thing I've seen a lot of at this expo is these splatter hammers, the green and the kind of purple combination ones. I actually picked up a few really nice ones for myself. And here we have a really, really nice assortment of zoanthids. This one impressed me. This little nano mangrove tank was definitely something to look at. This whole booth was amazing though. This woman did all these tanks up with macroalgae, inverts, some fish, and then on the corner, she had this big glass bowl with crocodile pipefish. Definitely a cool little animal. Actually, there was a pair of them in there, and I think everybody else noticed them enough because she ended up winning best display at the show. What do you guys think? Neat or not? I thought they were pretty cool. One thing I usually don't see at all these expos is inverts like snails and shrimp. Maybe there'd be one vendor that'll have them, but this guy went all out. He had everything from clownfish, firefish, you name it, all the way to arrow crabs and snails and cleaner shrimp. Every single thing you could imagine. And his little booth area was really neat. All these little tanks were divided up. It really reminded me of some of the commercial betta fish setups that you might see. So this is a little selection of some of the corals that my friend Brian brought with him. I actually ended up getting some of these gold hammers and splatter hammers off of him, and every single one of them has done really, really well so far. Now here, this is Scott's table, Sun and Sand Reef. Every single person that walked by saw his Godzilla bounce Yumas and wanted them. And the biggest one actually went to Polo Reef, so hopefully you guys will look forward to seeing that on Andrew's Polo Reef channel at some point, if he ever shows it. But there really is just too much to see. One coral I've seen a lot more lately is these rainbow chalices. I've seen them called multiple different names, but ultimately the names don't detract from the beauty. They're amazing. This was one of the biggest Holy Grail torches I was able to find at the show. So Pop Corals actually brought some yellow tangs to this show as well. No idea if they were wild or aquaculture, but they were all healthy looking and all really good size too. Alright guys, this is Mo's Reef. Definitely like the assortment of corals he's bringing to most of his shows. Quite a few times I've bought coral from him and everything has done extremely well, and it's always been a really good price too. So one thing I've noticed about these shows is if you're not looking at the booths and you're only looking at corals, you can get lost so easy, especially at a show like this, whereas there's a lot of the same types of corals from booth to booth. And actually, this one was really neat. They actually had some maricultured acroporas, which was kind of uncommon for this show. Like I said, guys, this has been predominantly a torch coral show at this point. What do you guys think? Is the torch coral craze coming to an end? Is the market just saturated at this point? Because I will say it kind of feels that way here. So we're gonna head out to kind of the main aisleway, and unfortunately I don't have a mic on me, so I'm gonna do the best I can with sound quality. So right now I think it's only VIP people that are in. So here's the AquaShella booth where all their merch is. That whole corner is all saltwater. We get the freshwater stuff. API is here with all their products. There's a massive betta fish exhibit here. Some really cool varieties. Some very big discus. Flower horns. I'm gonna kind of take a detour through the back here. They had a shrimp competition, which was pretty cool. I didn't get to see this. American Shrimp Contest. There is so much here. This place is wild.
I didn't realize it was okay. Like this one. This one's
A whole ton more bettas. This massive clown knife. $350 and you could own that. Massive silver albino silver arrow on it too. So people are starting to come in now. Sarah, never heard of that brand, but Driftwood, they got hit hard. They were packed yesterday with some amazing stuff. All kinds of plants. There's too much to see. Chewy is here. So that's kind of neat. Fluval. This was the AquaShella raffle. Fritz is here. Hikari is here. There's some koi here too, which was neat. Oh, let's go look at the build off. So they had a Fluval aquascaping live event where they actually came through, and all sorts of different vendors participated and built some really neat aquascapes. Scoot around here. This one's kind of unique. Very cool stuff. That one's kind of a Blackwater type setup. It'll be interesting to see who wins.
I will go over.
That's wild. Nothing really here that I would personally do, but all amazing to look at. Excuse me. Like this is closer to my style, but even still, I like things a little bit more grassy. So we're gonna go back around and head up here. This place is so huge. They had some amazing plecos at this booth. Hello 46 zebra plecos. 236 super whites. I've got some of those. Amazing. One of the ones I'm really excited for are these leopard frogs. Kind of would like to bring a few of those home with me. It's too much to see. Go back out here. I'm gonna check out the koi. There's some amazing artwork here too. Those are probably the biggest ones here. Unfortunately, the state of Maine needs to get on their game and allow us to keep some koi because they're missing out. I like these poly tubs. I think those would make for some pretty good coral farm setups. There's plants here. There's archers, all kinds of oddball fish. There were two-headed turtles here today, yesterday as well. Different freshwater morays. Elephant trunk snake. Some ball pythons. Colubrids. This booth over here is just selling bags and bags of fish and plants. Look at this massive monster fish tank. So we estimate this is probably like 1,300 gallons, but I think it's more. I don't know. What do you guys think? It's something like 15 feet long by 3 feet tall by 4 feet front to back. Look at that eel. That blue-eyed leucistic fly river. That's the first one of those I've ever seen. Massive ray. I don't know. What do you guys think? How big is that tank? 15 foot long, 3 foot tall, 4 foot front to back? You tell me. These guys have a lot of cool stuff. Look at that driftwood stump. Man, I wish I had a tank that would fit in. So they've got all kinds of oddball fish in bags. They've got snakes, crayfish, frogs. This was the stingray competition. This is pretty amazing. Look at that. They've got one bat ray. I'm not a big fan of the bat rays, but I understand that it's a genetic deformity. I like those high white, high contrasting colored ones. Although this one right here is pretty cool. They got a couple of really nice ones on the other side. Some cool shirts up there. My two favorite stingrays are coming right up. I think I like this one the best. That's incredible to look at. This one right here is amazing as well. I don't know. That one's cool. Which one would you guys pick? Let me know in the comments. These guys got some insane art. There's a goonch catfish down there for sale. You guys ever seen a goonch for sale? I haven't. I think that's pretty amazing. Custom Aquatics is here. Custom Aquarium, sorry. That's the AquaShella. Big arch. They've got some speakers going on, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to come out to these events and actually meet some of the other influencers, YouTubers. They had some insane discus at this one. They even had pinball. And of course, Scott had to go get the grand champion highest score on it. Good on him. It's pretty cool. I guess, guys, we're going to head back to the reef stuff and try to give you a quick walkthrough on that. I mean, this place is huge. There's just no other way to quantify it. It's huge. So I've been to the last 3 New Jersey Reefapaloozas, and this is easily twice as big. Granted, it's not all saltwater, but there's a lot. So we're gonna go all the way back down to the end and see what cool stuff we can find. Oh, I gotta show you guys this real quick. Some Ultim Angels. Very cool. Anyway, back on track. I'm not an angelfish guy, I'm a reef guy. Stay focused. Some nice Chicago sunburst anemones. This booth up here has some really nice saltwater fish, some stuff I haven't seen in a very, very long time. We have an actual candy basilisk in this booth. Tell me that's not insane.
We have 2 good possibilities.
Oh man, they just keep going.
So now we're in the middle of the saltwater section. So it actually goes out and around as well. We're gonna cut up this aisle. And there's more than you can possibly see here in one trip around. There's the big AquaShella dory. That's probably 15 foot tall. Back out there. And now we're back to see Scott. So probably the coolest thing at the entire show was this blue-eyed leucistic fly river turtle. And rumor has it, it came with a price tag of 80 G's. Would you pay that? There really is so much fish here this weekend. And this booth had something really cool. Freshwater lobsters, I have been dying to get one of these to bring home. Unfortunately, in my home state of Maine, they're illegal, and it's such a shame. Well, that's it, guys. It's time to tear down. All the attendees have left, and it's basically just us vendors getting ready to break down all the tanks. What a weekend. If you guys like this video, please give me a like and a subscribe and click that bell icon so that you'll get notifications anytime I upload a new video. Until then, happy reefing, guys.